Hi, I'm Aaron Chubb. I'm with the Student Success Center here at the University of Lethbridge. At this time of the year, we certainly get a lot of students who are experiencing academic burnout. And so what is academic burnout, and what can you do to prevent it or to deal with it? We find that over the course of their career, their academic career, most students will experience some form of burnout at one point or the other, just getting totally worn down, and often it's at the end of the semester. And a lot of students will feel down on themselves. They'll feel like, oh, am I just being lazy? Why is it that I can't motivate myself to do the work? When in fact, burnout is often quite the opposite. It's often a sign that you've been working too hard, that you've been putting in quite a few long hours, and that's led to that exhaustion or however you might be feeling
setting aside that time for studying. So definitely keeping
so sometimes it's worth it just to take at least one
checking
day,
your Twitter feed or whatever.
To take a break.
Constantly when you're writing a paper, if they're
it's
throwing your mind in different
all their
directions.
work,
So you're not getting as much out of that hour.
day, but certainly finding some moments of rest. And so it is certainly a gradual process, so you're not going to come out of that feeling of exhaustion or cynicism or whatever it is, that those burnout feelings, right away. But if you have an assignment due the next day, there are some things that you can do in the short term, such as even just taking a power nap for 20 minutes. We recommend doing that on the couch as opposed to the bed, so that you don't get too comfy and end up just sleeping for the rest of the night or whatever. So a power nap, getting something to eat, or having a shower, going for a walk, running an errand, just getting out of your chair for a little bit. Different things like that, having a snack. Long term, for dealing with burnout is something that
asking yourself if you really
is a
need
process
your
that happens
laptop
over
to
the long
read your
term from
textbook,
that,
for example. Finding that balance, definitely. And
that they
when
do
we're talking about procrastination and
sleep,
we start going through some of the causes of procrastination, distractions and interruptions,
proteins and complex carbohydrates, that they're getting a little bit of exercise now and then. Certainly taking the amount of work that they have to do and breaking it down to smaller pieces. So at this time of the semester, students maybe have
and then
3 or 4
of
final
technology,
exams, or 5
the
final
access
exams,
of
maybe a couple
information,
papers. So
everything is
even
almost
just
at our
making a list of
fingertips,
everything you have to do,
not having to lug around quite as many textbooks or
know
books
that
when
you're
you're
not
doing a
going to write a
research paper or
paper in one
whatever is
day. You're
definitely
not going to study well for
so
an exam
that's something that we
in one day,
navigate a
right?
lot
So
with students, is the pros
what's
and
something
cons
you
of
can do today, something that would be manageable and attainable in that one day, so that they can start to have that feeling of accomplishment again, that they are getting something done, even if it's only a half hour of studying, that they can feel like, yes, I did something today, and stop that snowballing effect that often happens with procrastination. So breaking it into smaller chunks, sometimes too reevaluating why they're in university, so reminding themselves why they went into the program that they're in, and sometimes that might lead to maybe a meeting with an academic advisor or career counselor to make sure, is this still the right choice? But it's difficult sometimes to get your head around that at this point of the year. You just want to get out the door and get to your summer job or to whatever plans you have for the summer. So it certainly is a difficult time for students to keep things in perspective as well. But the school semester is almost over, so finding ways to buckle down and just getting it through it one day at a time. There can be a lot of negative effects of burnout. It could be feelings of cynicism, just not caring about school, or just a general negative feeling around learning in general. So just feeling like your brain is overloaded, that there's just not, you can't fit anything more into there. In more extreme cases, could be dropping out of university, or absenteeism, just not going to class, not doing the readings, just kind of still being enrolled but dropping out in a sense, which can be even worse when you haven't officially unenrolled from your classes, but you stop going to class and you stop doing your assignments, and then you don't want to destroy your academic career doing that by getting Fs on your transcript. So I mean, sometimes talking to an academic advisor, withdrawing from a class might be a good idea at this point. Otherwise, taking it one day at a time. Some of the other negative impacts certainly could be performance, performance on exams, performance on papers. When you see that starting to slip, and that can also sometimes be a sign of burnout, of academic burnout as well. Certainly the majority of students will experience mid to high levels of burnout at some point in their career, but it's not inevitable. taking steps to break the work down into smaller chunks, especially going forward next semester, that you start right from day one, keeping up on your notes, keeping up on your readings, that you get a good night's sleep, that you take care of yourself, that you keep perspective and understand that one grade will not make or break your career. And certainly it's a cumulative effect. Students who feel like they're dealing with academic burnout at this time could certainly either make an appointment with the Student Success Center, meet with myself, a learning strategist. They can also go to the health center if they're feeling more physical symptoms of burnout. I mean, exhaustion, fatigue can certainly be symptoms of burnout as well, but might not necessarily be from burnout. There could be something else going on as well. So going to talk to your doctor if you have one, or to the health center here on campus, or going to a counselor as well, making an appointment with a personal counselor to find ways of coping with those feelings, or to meet with a career counselor to figure out, is this the right choice for you?